Halloween Ends. What the fuck did I just watch? If you want to have a good time, I suggest you go over to Twitter and see what people have to say about this film. Grab your popcorn and enjoy. So apparently this is the worst movie of this entire franchise, and it's also a misunderstood gem that'll become a classic in 20 years. As for me, Halloween Ends is similar to the other Gordon Green films. It's a movie that has a lot of potential and interesting ideas, but it's executed like garbage. Still, here's an unpopular opinion warning, maybe, I don't know. I think I like this one more than Halloween Kills, because at least Halloween Ends is simple. Praise the Lord, it doesn't have 15,000 different characters and plot points. It's still a little messy, but it's not all over the place like the other films. There's really just 3 characters here, Allison, Laurie, and this new guy, Corey. And therefore, even though I think this movie is pretty bad, I'm glad they could at least develop these people so that you care a little bit for them. I'll take that over Evil Dies Tonight any day.
Evil dies tonight!
That said though, not all of the character development is all that good. Allison is kind of stupid in this one. She meets this boy, Corey, and she immediately falls in love, head over heels. And then Laurie's like, hey, I get a feeling this guy, he's a bit shady. I feel like he's the next embodiment of evil or something. And Allison goes, you're a fucking bitch. Isn't it funny how Halloween 2018 was all about Laurie's family not trusting her? Not believing her about the boogeyman? And now that Allison has been proven wrong, when Laurie says she senses evil, Allison calls it bullshit and she just hates her for it. She blames her for her parents' deaths, even though all Laurie did throughout these years was warn them of Michael. And nobody took her seriously. How is this her fault? Anyways, otherwise, character stuff, pretty good. Better than Halloween Kills. And again, the film was simple. I appreciate that. But that's about it. Everything else is so bad. Now, I want to be clear about this. I don't hate the movie because they tried to do something different. I don't really care that Michael is barely in the film. I didn't mind this idea of how Michael inspires evil and how evil doesn't die, it just changes shape. What I didn't like is the atrocious screenplay. Gordon Green here once again hits you over the head with the themes that are so obvious, so corny. It tries to be deep and profound, but it's just cliche. We've seen this 1,000 times before. And since the actual slasher death scenes only come in the 3rd act, like an hour into the film, well, things get a little bit boring. I don't care about the shitty romance between Allison and Corey, especially seeing how Allison should probably have more trust issues than this. The actor playing Corey did a good job, props to him, but introducing him in the last movie of this trilogy is just wasted potential. Why not introduce him before? Maybe like have him be in the angry mob in Halloween Kills, and then he realizes what it is to be considered a monster, and then he becomes one. Something like that, like an interesting character arc. But since it seems they wrote these films on the day of shooting, there was just no connection to him. And lastly, this idea that Michael inspires evil and that evil never truly dies, once again, I think that's interesting. The exploration of this theme was much better done in Halloween 4 in my opinion.
You can't kill damnation, mister.
But still, not a bad idea. But thing is, at the end, Michael just shows up and it's Laurie versus Michael. Corey he fades out of existence. If you're gonna try something different, then commit to it. This just contradicts everything the movie is going for. Evil is eternal, it changes shape, except at the end when it's back, and fuck Corey, he doesn't matter anymore, he never will. People are giving props to David Gordon Green, saying he was really ballsy to do this, but it seems like his huge balls of steel got chopped off at the end, cause he just went back to the typical thing we all expected. Either go all the way with it, or focus on Michael and have a movie about him and Laurie. You can't do both. All in all, this is yet another movie that feels aimless. It tries to deal with some concepts that are interesting, but doesn't fully execute them. This really is 2 movies. It's a romance between a teen and a psycho boy, and the epic conclusion between Michael and Laurie without any build-up to it. It just happens, and it's really underwhelming. This was a fun movie to laugh at. It's really embarrassing at parts. Terrible dialogue, terrible screenplay. I think Laurie was really good though, but yeah. Halloween Ends, kind of a piece of shit. I'm gonna give it something like 4 out of 10. That's about it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep watching horror movies. It's good for your health. Bye bye.